The following is my report to the Board of Trustees for the past 2 years. For our student activities, please check our Facebook page, our YouTube page, our Instagram, our LinkedIn, and our school website. The past 2 years have been very challenging, to say the least. My term started at the opening of the pandemic, February 2020. Our enrollment dropped from previous 4,468 to 3,294, a drop of 1,174, roughly 25% of our population. In comparison, over the past 5 terms, five presidents, assuming the figure reported for Mr. Xiao is correct, in 1994, we had 7,000 students. By 2007, that student had dropped to 5,384. By 2013, it dropped to 4,398. So the steep drop happened in the early 2000s. Over the past few years, we have tried to maintain the numbers at 4,468. But because of the pandemic, it dropped once more. The comparison should not be between the 1994 numbers of Chairman Xiao with our numbers today, but the numbers should be compared to what other schools are experiencing. Are they better off than we are? Did they lose more than 25% of their students, or did they lose less than 25% of their students? For a quick glance of how things were per era. So you will notice that the drop is most apparent in the Wong Tunseng preschool and the college, where from 800 now it's 200 something. Of course, because of the Wong Tunseng drop, grade school also dropped, but high school has not dropped as much. Then graduate studies have in fact increased tremendously. Aside from the students, we also have our enrollment to the 3 centers. Music and Art Center has had 936 students, some of which were not our own students, but students from other schools, and some as far as USA and Singapore. Language centers are almost all not our students, 438, of which 108 is our student. The rest are not our students. Then we have the sports office, which has 207 enrollees. We talk of CCAS in the 21st century. So what is a CCASian in the 21st century? We have defined it as someone who is well-versed in 3 languages and 4 dialects: English, Chinese, Filipino, Mandarin, Hokkien, Tagalog, and English. To develop the CCASian of the 21st century, we anchor it on 4 paradigms or 4 directions. Number 1, we want our students to have a global paradigm. Number 2, we are going for integrated experiential learning rather than rote learning. Number 3, we are not just a language school, we are a school where the Chinese traditional values, Confucian values are emphasized to guide the students in their activities. And number 4, we are building a community of Caucasians, not just people who come to school to study, but people who will love the school and contribute later on as alumni. As far as the school's quality is concerned, we do not need to brag about how good or how bad our school is. We just need to go through what has been achieved the past 2 years. We have completed past school level 3 for high school, the accreditation. We are now Pakukowa level 1 accredited for higher education and graduate studies. We are an authorized IB diploma program school. We have passed our IB middle year program consultants visit, and a verification visit is coming. We are in the process of doing our past school level 3 accreditation for grade school, and we will soon do our consultants visit for PYP in March. Hopefully in December, we can have our level 2 accreditation for our graduate studies so that we can offer doctoral education soon. We also emphasize that Chiang Kai-shek is an educational institution. We are not a multimedia company, neither are we a construction company. We are in the business of educating students. Number 2, we are non-stock, non-profit educational institution, meaning we do not emphasize the profitability of the school. We emphasize the charitable work. And number 3, we are part of a Chinoy community. Chinese by blood, Filipino by heart. In terms of our direction, we have provided 1,350 beneficiaries with scholarships and totaling 35.715 million. Of this includes our salaries, our employees discount, our employees' children's scholarship, and soon we will offer also scholarship for grandchildren of our of our employees and our retirees. Currently, our administration includes the following from Mancom. What we are proud of is that over the years, we have developed the talent pool for our succession planning so that today we do not need to look outside for the next president of the college. We do not need to recruit anymore from LaSalle, from other schools, because we will promote from within. That is why the next president, Judelio Yap, is the current vice president. And if ever we need principal or for head of school for our Silang branch, Maribel, Roland, Luz, Sarah, Steve, they can all take over anytime. The thrust of our personnel policy has always been to reduce the turnover so that pay scales will favor rank and file over the upper echelon. We now emphasize performance over fixed income, and we have already doubled our performance bonus by offering a second bonus, one in September, one in February. Basic salary today, entry level, is 25,072. For grade school English, for high school English, it's 25,522. Grade school Chinese is 23,477 for 15 loads, and 38,000 for 30 loads. High school Chinese is 25,092 for half day. Full day is 42,305. Over the past 2 years, our number of personnel has dropped. For office, from 59 to 48. For academic personnel, from 30 to 28. Academic office personnel. For our support student life personnel, from 78 to 48. Our teachers, from 338 to 277. Total manpower complement from 505 to 401, or a reduction of almost 20%. Over the past year, we have suffered losses of 17 million or so. Because of that, and to meet our financial obligations, we increased tuition fee by 8%. We have included the internet subsidy and the performance bonus in our tuition increase. We have reduced the Wong Chun Seng teachers from 40 teachers to 18 students to match the reduction in the number of students. Our advisor to the president, Fan Chi-hua, and his wife, Chang Su-fang from Angeles University, has already gone back to China, so we have stopped giving them salaries. We have also stopped consultants, Patrick and Mitch. We have rotated our personnel to 3 shifts a month. And aside from that, we have changed our billing cycle to annual by introducing full payment discount, 4% for full payment. And then we have allowed the use of various payment modes and through the CKSC portal. And for students to be able to view their grades, they go online to our student CKS portal, but they have to be paid to have paid their tuition to be able to view. This is the new Wong Chun Seng campus that will host our preschool starting August 2022. As an educator and administrator, I have not introduced any grant plans. I am only interested in giving you consistency, stability, respect, and loyalty. Thank you, Chiang Kai-shek College, for 15 years. And I look forward to Chiang Kai-shek, a higher, better Chiang Kai-shek under the administration of Mr. Judelio Yap. Thank you and good day.